It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense.
You got the blueprint, bro.
Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep it...
Time to take a shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Morton. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find...
There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And
that one is picked up in the end zone. He's brought down. Short return to the defense. Comes out with a pick.
Kyle wants to reduce quarterback accuracy.
It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really
no idea, but he's been talking about it.
A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Punt is in the air. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. He is
another bad pass.
Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to...
That's 3 bad passes in a row, Kyle. 3 in a row, Kyle. 3 in a row, Kyle. No need to lower the quarterback accuracy. It's already terrible.
You're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye-week rust.
After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. And the ball comes to rest right there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good whistle by the cover.
No, he's not. He's trash. No, probably the worst quarterback I've had this season.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clemson jumps to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Gets the back moving. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels foot.
Breaks into the open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking.
I think he meant Daniel Conroy.
Getting down after the big pickup at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Wyoming. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time.
Kyle, are you watching this? Are you watching this quarterback accuracy?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Quick completion on the out route. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Finding open areas. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Caught near the sidelines. We'll pick up a few
I put my stick left to go left. He runs backwards. FYI.
Has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. They can do that here.
Clemson is quick to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Now this offense is back on the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Brown wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. And he's got a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. Right midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Brown will throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And now the offense will come onto the field again. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay.
He's going to let it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Hunt is on its way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Turning it on. Past the 50. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Morton. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. Guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him after a short gain. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Finds his big tight end. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Gives it on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. He'll keep it himself. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Gets it out fast. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quickly out to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
2nd down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He'll do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it to the back. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful. I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Throws for the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes